elevation where I parked is a little over 1,600 feet. The highest elevation I saw on this trail was about 2,700 feet, so a little over 1,000 feet of elevation gain from this parking area, which is not really a parking area. I just had to stop because of that tree in the way. If you're able to park at the turnaround, I would say this trail is easy. If you're in a low clearance vehicle like I am and you have to park 2 miles away, I would say it's probably not medium difficulty, but just under medium, maybe around moderate difficulty hike. It's a long hike. You're adding a bit of elevation to the entire day. All in all, the trail is pretty straightforward and pretty easy to follow. Now, once you get to this area where you see that sign that says "Do not block, turn around," the trail continues, or the trailhead starts up that way. It looks like the road has been washed out for quite some time. So the last little bit you gotta hike. As you can see, even on this path, there are numerous trees and debris on the ground, so you can imagine what the road to get up here was like. This is the start to the trail. We parked somewhere way down there. This spot is in between Mount Rainier, Mount Adams, and Mount St. Helens, but it's definitely closest to Mount Rainier. So many down trees and logs everywhere. I'm really glad somebody came out here and did some work to make this trail passable. Thank you to whoever did it, Forest Service or somebody else. Now, I did run into a few spots on the trail that were a bit washed out and looked a bit sketchy, but really they weren't too bad. Pretty passable for anybody, I would think. Most of the trail looks like this. Steep drop off into the woods, but a pretty easy path to follow, and really not that many trip hazards, no crazy rocks or stumps anywhere, just a good little path. There are several waterfalls out here. I'm going to try and get to as many of them as I can. Right over the path. Probably a good idea to wear some decent shoes if you're going to come out here. It's a little muddy and it appears we are going to get our feet wet. A gorgeous little chute of water that makes a magnificent sound in the forest. And of course, right before you get to the waterfall, there has to be some kind of obstruction. Here is a little bit of a scramble you have to get around. Not too bad, and the waterfall is just around the corner. This waterfall is about 248 feet tall. Quite a spectacular drop. An amazing rock feature below with a small pool of really nice looking water down here. Not very deep, but what a hike. If you come to this waterfall, you can probably easily spend an hour here just looking at it and getting different perspectives. And just behind the falls is this insane overhang. Definitely nature's church of beauty here. Also, again, how this incredible place got its name. Beautiful. I think this is the spot where most people take their photographs from. A nice little perch, easy to get to. A great view of the entire falls. Incredible place. Moving past the biggest falls on this trail, I come across another small, probably 25 or 30 footer down there. And the trail moves on. It looks like the further we go, the more and more we're going to encounter downed logs or trees that are just over the path. Nothing too crazy, but something to be mindful of if you're going to come out here. Another small crossing. That's probably like the fourth that you've had to go over on this trail. So quite a bit of water out here in this area. The hike is very lush and green, covered most of the way. Even though the sun is out, I haven't really felt its warmth. There looks to be a beautiful little waterfall down there. Not sure if that is a named or unnamed waterfall. Also looks like quite the trek to get to. I don't really see a path down there, but we'll see. Sounds amazing. After a sketchy down climb, we find ourselves here. Somebody was nice enough to leave this ladder here to get up this little area, which I don't think is necessary, but it definitely made it easier. So kudos to whoever carried that up here. Incredible looking little area. Look at the way it cascades. In the summertime, if the water is running this good, how awesome would it be to just sit right there on a hot day? Oh my, look at this. What an area. Incredible little waterfall, and looks like small narrows right over there with beautiful looking clear blue water. Amazing. Holy guacamole. I mean, I'm almost at a loss for words here. It's beautiful. Just look at this view. Oh my God. It's incredible here. The sounds, the forest, the water, the light snow. Oh man. I highly encourage anybody willing to make the effort to come out here. You got to come out here. And just in case you're wondering, yes, this water is quite cold. And at about 2,600 feet above sea level, we start to see snow on the trail. And we have this beautiful opening. And if you're wondering what the trail looks like, this beautiful sunlit mist coming from the trees. Amazing. Two waterfalls converge right here. One, it looks like we're gonna have to cross. I see the path right over there. And the other waterfall is just there. Let's go take a closer look. We do have to get around this though. And once again, we've gotten to the part of the trail where my tracks are the only ones in the snow. I'm the only idiot that's come this far in this cold. But to see these waterfalls, you do what you gotta do. How about that for a view? If there's a sign you're going the right way, this is it right here. It looks incredible. Now when you get to this fork, as heavenly as that way looks, you don't need to go that way. If you want to see the waterfall, you'll take this path, which takes you to an area right over there where you can kind of view from the top. And then this creek that runs up that way, I don't think there's any more waterfalls on it. So now what we do is go back about 50 yards to where that double waterfall kind of meets and cross back over the creek and go up that way. And we should find a few more waterfalls. Well, after seeing those waterfalls that are really, really tough to get to as far as how much debris is on the trail, and I'm pretty sure the trail is somewhere over there, but I mean, you can see that it's pretty much gone. Very difficult to reach. I would not advise trying to get to those falls I just showed. Maybe in the summertime. Goat Creek trailhead, a magnificent place. Something for everybody. It's in the mountainous region, so if you like mountains, they got that. If you're a forest person, there's plenty of trees around. It's beautiful here. And if you're like me, a waterfall lover, a waterfall enthusiast, it's not a bad spot. It might not be the best place in Washington as far as like swimming holes go, but as far as sounds and waterfalls in a short distance, I mean, it's pretty good. It's hard to say that it's not worth coming here. It's beautiful. Whatever you do, wear appropriate shoes and gloves, especially if it's the winter time or early spring. Trust me, you'll want it. You'll thank me later. Here we are. This is the shot I wanted to get for my goodbye to this area. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope it helps you if you come here to navigate and go through this hike pretty easily or quickly. And check out some of my other videos or one of my other playlists. Maybe you'll find something that will pique your interest and get you out here again.